Hi, this is Jesse Spivak from New Visions for Public Schools. Today I want to talk to you about how I use the Marking Period Grade Analyzer to find students who are in danger of not graduating on time. So first, you're going to need to open up your Marking Period Grade Analyzer, which you can access from your student sorter. Next, you want to make sure that filters are turned on. I can tell filters are not on because I don't see the filter icons in any of the first row cells, and I can also scan down the rows on the side and notice that there are no rows being skipped, which would indicate that there's a filter in place. So to turn on a filter, I'm going to highlight row 1 by just clicking on the 1, and I'm going to click on the filter button. This works in any spreadsheet, though when you're using New Vision spreadsheets, you really need to pay attention to which row you're applying the filter to. In the student sorter, for example, the filter actually gets applied to the second row, not the first row, so just be careful of that. Sometimes it takes a few seconds for the filter to turn on, and you'll get a progress bar indicating whether or not the filter has been applied and the spreadsheet has updated. Once you see these little blue arrows, you have the ability to filter the spreadsheet based on values that you see in those columns. The purpose of this tool is to find students who, based on how they've done this most recent marking period, they may be in danger of not graduating on time. First, what I'm going to do is just look at our oldest cohort of students. So I'm going to get rid of our younger cohorts, not because they're not important, but because I'm most concerned with students who are about to graduate this June. Next, I'm going to eliminate any student who I already know is not going to graduate in 4 years. I sort of already have a plan in place for them. And if I wanted to undo that filter, by the way, I would just recheck non-graduates. Next, I'm going to move over and look for students who are failing any of their courses during the second marking period. So what I'm going to do is get rid of passing and get rid of borderline and get rid of blanks. And so now we're going to see a list of all the 2015 and older students who are currently failing classes. And notice how the entire column AC now reads only failing. And we see the rows jump from 777 to 784 to 1344 to 1345 to 1366, indicating that there are a number of rows that are hidden there. So right now you have a pretty good list of where to start. These are all the seniors who are currently failing classes. There's one more filter though that really can help you zoom in on really where the attention is most needed, and that's our course priority column. We've been able to develop a metric that divides courses into 3 different priorities. Low priority courses are courses where the student has already met the graduation requirement. Medium priority courses are classes where the student hasn't met the graduation requirement, but there's still sort of time remaining. So an example of a medium priority course would be an English class for a 9th grader. A 9th grader hasn't finished their English requirement, but if they fail the English course, it's not going to preclude them necessarily from graduating in June of their senior year. High priority courses are classes that are must pass. Basically, if the student fails the class, they're not going to graduate. I'm going to just look at the high priority classes for our seniors. Now I have a pretty targeted list of students who are in danger of not graduating in June.